Hey everybody, it's me, Antony, from Antony of the Templars, hosting another video for TonyAnima Projects. And this time we are back from the deaths. Okay, I'm sorry for my long absence. It's because I've been tending to few things that happened around my side, and I hope you didn't mind about it. Initially, I would like to apologize for that. One of the reasons that drove me into absence is because the computer that my brother and I use a lot start to crash. The reason for that was the main hard drive disk has started to fail and to crash. Then the programs couldn't respond correctly. Sometimes it took more than the usual time to respond, and we thought it would be the memory component, but a cousin of mine informed us that if it would be the memory component, the computer would start showing the blue screens, and there will be other issues. Unfortunately, as we had two hard drive disks, one with 1 terabyte for capacity, and the other that was the main hard drive disk to install the Windows, had 500 megabytes or giga. I don't remember. I'll leave the corrections later. Then after the main hard drive disk started to crash, we took one of the backups that my father gave me for a time after he moved to another city. No, family affairs and other stuff's related. It's not my type of thing to say into a video, but anyway, and we gave the computer to our cousin to reinstall the Windows 7, and he did it. Therefore, at 2020, Microsoft will start supporting Windows 8 and superior. So unfortunately, Windows 7, it would be like Vista. It would be outdated. Some programs would not respond correctly, even some games. Also, the other reasons I've been off in videos because I've been studying a lot for public service exams or civil service exams. In Portuguese we call it as provas de concurso para cargos públicos. When you have to pay for the inscription, then you have to present yourself to the day the exam would be applied. You have to do the exam, wait for the results, and if you pass, you go to the next stages. If you don't, patience, try another one, and so that happened. I performed some one of them around Mars, and I couldn't get the opportunity. Fortunately, not that I don't study, but I try hard on my studies. But some things happen. You know what happens when someone is quite nervous during the exam and lost and lose almost everything that he studied for that exam, and the results will come pretty low and pretty bad. Well, I hope in this one that I've been studying, I can get the job, the opportunity. The only problem is in a place where I live, the vacancies for opportunities in a public service, in a civil exam, in a service, are pretty low, and the chance to get that opportunity, it's pretty complicated when there's a lot of people that is unemployed, sorry, and when they don't have a job and they are looking for one to have their financial support, to receive something, to help those close to you in need, and that whole things. Well, that is pretty much what I can say about what I've been passing through. Well, a part of it, I'm fine. Other days, I've been doing other things and all that stuff. And initially, I am the owner of my game channel, Tony, and unfortunately, I gave a break for a moment of making videos because it's not that whole thing of playing and making and recording videos and submitting it to YouTube and share it to anyone who loves gameplays and so and all that stuff. I gave a break for that. Maybe I plan to return with my gameplays, but the thing is, play games is nice, but the only thing that I could say, the other stories, you have to get new components, have a new PC, you got some other stuffs. But the problem is, to acquire these stuffs, you need cash, or you need money, and to have money, you must have a job. Unfortunately, job is quite difficult on Brazil. But there are places that are searching for anyone to work, but some of them require experience, and I had 3 weeks on my I have no idea how to say estágio on English. And again, I will leave in the after this video is recorded. Well, back again on Blender, and did few things on Priscilla's project from Claymore. I'm going to show you what I did. Also, I did on new projects. When I wasn't recording. All right, let's show you. Very recent. Let's go on this. Alright, we're back here, and we got Priscilla from Claymore, and look, she's holding her sword. The hair and the cape are still there. What I did, I just press H and hide the selected objects. I can review it for you. Alright, we press Alt H, and there we go, the hair and the cape. I don't know if I can prolong this, but well, let's go. So what I did is, well, for a long time, my brother helped me with the thing with the legs when I moved the bones, and there the gaps appeared. And now she's looking nice. It's basically, the project is done, but the thing is, I need to work on something else before I could say job fully done. It's the eyelids, and well, as you can see, I only have the what I could say, the drawing lines for the eyelid for Priscilla. In the future, I plan to make quite a bit realistic in order to make the facial expressions and animating the face. Same goes for the mouth, the eyebrows, the forehead, when you express some emotions, and you apply the influence on the eyebrows, the eyes, the cheek, the mouth, and all that stuff. Sorry for that. I always say that. I don't know, but probably I will make some changes on the buckles and the folders, because on the original manga and the anime Claymore, the buckles, it's a bit higher, covering or the clavis, because the main purpose for the buckle on Claymore, of course, it's to protect the warrior's neck. Not quite the whole neck, but the line of the clavis and the upper section of our... Gosh, again, I forgot. On Portuguese, it's externo, the bone that protects our heart. That protects the heart. Same goes for the fouls. I have to work a bit to adjust it and to fit with the character and that. And after my brother and I finished the rigging process and the weight painting procedures, we moved to animating the character. Well, as you can see, then there is all the bones from this arm tour, and these dots and lines are sorry for that. I always I always forgot when I'm going to say. Each dot, it's an action, and this one too, and this one, and this one, and the lines are the interval between this action to another. Let me show you. But unfortunately, as our PC is not pretty tough to run animation while I'm recording with OBS Studio, I'm going to use the keyboard arrows to show you. But I have to have all the bones selected, or I could use only one for showing the animation. Alright, let me show you what I did. Okay, this is the first one, and then the second one. Alright, so as you can see, what I did, it was the animation for branding her sword and slice and attack Priscilla's opponent, or something that could be her opponent. For the animation, I did training dummy. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. Guys, don't mind about the texture thing and the whole thing, and the texture, and just a dummy for practicing, and for fun. I could say the Oma face on the paper was Noel's job. Yeah, well, it was made by Noel. Well, just for fun. Well, the things that I believe I have to fix is, well, I'm just going to add the dummy. Well, in the corrections, when you can see the face is not fully aligned forward when it should be, from this action to that one. Well, that's it, what I can say. And I also did others. One, for example, the one she's walking, I submitted on my DeviantArt. It's this one. And walking on arm. Let's see if this one. No, it's the waiting. But I'm going to show you. Alright, excuse me. Alright, quite a bit fast. I'm going to show you a bit slowly. Right. So what I did, the waiting unarmed animation, unarmed because she's not carrying the sword is placed on her Kahir. Kahir is the armor, not quite an armor piece, but its main component for the Claymore's equipment when they have to transport their sword without having the need of carrying it on the hand and all that, and you understand. For the animation, I did what I took a bit of inspiration from World of Warcraft when the human character stay along and raise the shoulders and exhilarating. Is that it? Breathing when you catch the air, then you release it. And the other one I did, is the walking animation. That was the animation I did and I submitted on my DeviantArt. But I'm going to have to make some adjustments because after I submit on DeviantArt, a friend of mine who also loves Claymore, he suggested me to make some adjustments on the hands and the arms, on the feet, and the legs and the hips for the walking animation. I'm going to show you what I did. Keep in mind, I'm using the arrows button from the keyboard because my only concern if the program will run the animation sequence automatically without crashing or running it too slow and all that stuff. Again, all that stuff. This is what I did for animation, for animating the walking sequence. Back again, it needs refinement, modifications before it can fully export to Unity. Because the original idea is to see if I can make a mini game of Claymore. I wish they could have another game. They could have another game of Claymore aside from Jinyan no Maho, that Nintendo DS console game. Well, that's it. What I can show you about. I can show you of Priscilla's project. I'm going to show you the other projects I did in my meantime, when I wasn't recording. Alright, let's go. We go on recent, we go on this one. Alright, so what I'm showing to you is the second character for my upcoming Claymore projects, Irene, or on Funimation English version, Elena. I always like to call her Irene or Irene. I have to see how's the correct pronunciation for Irene, but I usually call her Irene on Portuguese. What I did, I reused the original model for the body from Priscilla's project and the head, with a slight modifications on her cheeks, the chin, the nose, the eyebrows base, and the eyebrows, and the eyelashes. Actually, eyelashes. The ears also have been made from the original ears, just adjusting the tip of the ears. The hair also I took from one of the original projects before I could delete the previous ones I made of Priscilla. To open space, just a moment. Alright, I'm sorry for that. Back again. The buckles I took from one of the projects of my spare time while I was working on buckles and spotters. The hair remained the same. The sword, I just changed the blade texture with Irene's symbol, because every warrior from the organization has her sword, her own sword, and for the sword, a symbol is added on the blade to match with the decade symbol. With this one. Alright, just undo the hiding the cape. In the future, I'm going to have to make some modifications on the eyebrows. I think it is quite similar, or a bit close to Teresa. In the future, I plan to reuse it for Teresa, while for Irene, I have to make some modifications to be more like her. And the hair, probably I'm going to reuse it for later projects. One in special gin from Claire's time. The chaussees and sabatons, well, the original boots has been made from the original project with some modifications. The upper part of the chaussees were took from the original body, and same goes for the vambrace, with some modifications and different from other warriors. Again, I'm going to hide the cape. Irene doesn't have the backseat plate, similar to Priscilla, Teresa, Noel, Sophia. Quite odd in between the manga and the anime on the beginning of the chapter 7, marked by death, and Noel wasn't wearing her backseat plate, but later she's using. While on the anime, while on manga she were wearing the backseat plate from the beginning to the end of the chapter. The one where Noah and Sophia were gathered to contain a infestation that ruins. Then Irene comes and informs of the mission where Teresa deserted the organization and fled with Claire after she killed that group of bandits. And under the orders of the organization, Irene, with Noah and Sophia, and the recent promoted number 2 Priscilla, went to that town to face her. And everything went our way after Priscilla awakened, and you know what happened after that. For those who read the manga or watched the anime. Well, back again on the project. Irene is looking nice. What I could say. Still, I have to continue work. I still have to continue my attention on the hair, and like in the original project, I have to adjust the buckles and the spalders to fit with the clavis line. Do I still have? Let me see. No, I don't have anymore. That was from the other project. Well, who knows? In the future, I plan to make some animation tests. Sorry again. When I forgot to say something. Again, who knows? In the future, I plan to make some tests of Irene and Priscilla. That would be looking awesome. Like my dear friend Priscilla. Awesome. And now for my last project that I made. Well, I know I'm going to mix content. I'm going to mix content from one topic of another to another, but okay. Let me take a brief look. Just quite quickly. All right. Let's see. We're going to open this one. So what we got here is a new project that I've been working on, just changing topics. For those who don't know what it is, it's a Lockheed P-38 Lightning, or just simply by P-38. The Lightning. It's an aircraft that was built for the U.S. Air Force during World War II. The P-38 was a twin-boom engine built by Kelly Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. I have to revisit again the topics. The main purpose for this aircraft: heavy fighter, reconnaissance, bomber, anti-terrestrial vehicles, night missions, and escort. Although the escort mission were given to the P-51 Mustang. What this aircraft did during World War II, it did had a great performance during the Pacific Theater, where the Americans pushed the war to the Japanese, and during the Pacific Theater they took down Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, one of the major architects for the attack on Pearl Harbor. And this aircraft, I fell in love after I played and watched some videos. The game I played which this aircraft appeared is Heroes in General World War II. For those who don't know, it's similar to a Battlefield and Cold with World War II theme. And this aircraft, the P-38, is the heavy fighter for the American force. I don't know if I plan to make other aircrafts like the Mustang, the Thunderbolt, Flying Fortress, or even the other aircraft from the other nations like the Messerschmitt, Beef 109, the Spitfire from the British Royal Air Force, the FW 190, or Focke-Wulf, and the other aircrafts. Well, that's it. That's what I'm going to show you from my original projects. It's quite long enough for a video. Well, let's end it now. I hope you've enjoyed this video and my new projects from the Claymore characters Irene and Priscilla, and this aircraft, the P-38. I'm still working on it. Later on, I'm going to make some few videos of this majestic aircraft. Well, if you like this video, please thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, please add it to your playlists, your favorites. And if you are new on my channel, please subscribe, and I'll be back with new content. Don't forget to hit the bell button for receiving new notifications. And tell me what you think about it. And if you don't like it, please tell me in the comments the reason for your dislike button, that I could do better. So, just for fun. No, it's flying. Alright, so that's it for today, and I'll be back with another one, alright? See you all next time!